Okay, y'all, so it is Sunday, a little bit after 5. I'm getting ready for my pink Sunday diva. As y'all see, honey, I'm a hot mess. I'm running late, so I just said let me go ahead and do a 2-for-1 and do like a little mini makeup tutorial. Disclaimer, I am not a professional, don't claim to be, don't deserve to be, but this is what I do. This was work for me, so yeah. Beware that this is going to be fast-paced because I'm running late, so yeah. So to start, I always brush my teeth like somebody gonna smell it, but I still brush my teeth and I floss my teeth because I'm gonna be on camera and everything shows through. So I'm just putting a little bit of cream on my face, even though it's already shiny. My skin tends to have dark spots. I'm a type 2 diabetic, so anytime I get a sore or blemish or a pimple on my face, it tends to leave a dark spot, which is unfortunate. Also, I made a big mistake. I normally wash my hands. As you can see, they're ashy because I've been washing my hands all day. We are still in the middle of a pandemic, people. So make sure to wash your hands before you touch your face, your nose, and anything else to make sure that you are helping to flatten the curve. So that's my COVID speech for today. All right. Yes, I know my wig is lifting up. I'm ready for it to come off, so I will not be reapplying it, okay? So they're just going to have to deal with that today. So first thing I start with is my brows. Like I said, I'm doing very minimum. I don't do a whole lot. I'm not one of the people who want to spend 2 hours doing my makeup. I spend about an hour. But again, today I need this to be done in about 30 minutes. Because I am getting ready to film at 6 and I don't want to be late. So that's what I'm talking about. So since this hair is blonde, I'm going to go under my eye with this brown pencil. And just to help give it some shape. Normally I use like a darker powder, but I don't want it to be too dramatic looking. So I'm just going to go under here with a light brown liner. And just give it a little bit of depth, but not a whole lot, y'all. I have not had my brows done since the pandemic started, so yeah. And I have a really bad unibrow. I do mean bad, so bear with the sister, okay? Because if you really talk crazy and act crazy, I'm going to talk crazy and act crazy back. But again, I'm just using a brown pencil. Beauty supply store, I'll be sure to tag it below in the description. And usually I use NYX brow palette, but again, I'm not using that today just for the simple fact because I have this light brown hair and this palette has like really dark colors. So I'm pretty sure there's still some product left on this brush, so that's all I'm going to use today. It's just a little bit of product that's left on this brush and just help to neaten my brows out. After that, I'm going to take my LA Girl concealer. Y'all know we're still hanging in there with LA Girl. You can tell I didn't use it to the max. And I'm going to go underneath my brows. Now, if I had the time, I would do underneath and on top. However, I'm rushing, so I'm not going to do both. And I just try to follow the natural crease. Again, I have not had my brows arched in a while. So this can be a little bit difficult to follow that natural crease since it don't exist. So I do it to the best of my abilities. I heard another YouTuber say her eyebrows don't ever come out even. Mine don't either. So, you know, I just get what I get. Picture fit about it. Again, I'm not spending no hour on no damn eyebrows. Other people do, and that's why theirs come out looking perfect. I don't, and that's why mine don't look perfect. And I'm okay with it. So, again, follow your natural crease as close as you can. I don't like those crazy shaped arches. I see some people, they be doing stuff that look like a Nike check. I don't like all that. I like for mine to look natural. And most of my makeup is very natural, soft glam, matte finish, or either a dewy finish. I do not like a whole lot. I started wearing makeup in college, so I've been wearing makeup for some time. So I think I'm just out of that phase. There's nothing wrong with it. If that's what people want to do, you know, I'm all for freedom of expression. Everybody expresses themselves differently. But for me, I'm just over it. Again, I've been wearing full faces of makeup since I was in high school and college. I really say I did it full force in college. But like for prom and stuff, like I had eyelashes and stuff on before people was even like wearing eyelashes, regular people. Now, of course, like the supermodels and stuff, they had it, but regular people weren't doing all that. So, again, that's what I was doing. I'm going to come in a little bit closer. I can see what we're working with. I'm just going to take my beauty blender, which I did wet before we started, and I'm just going to blend it in a little bit. Not a whole lot, y'all, because I'm ready to put some foundation on top of it. And, again, had we had time, I would have went in and did some on top, but I don't have time for that. Black Radiance is the makeup that I use. Yes, I know it's cheap, but it works good. I don't have any problems out of it. It is not a full coverage, so you do kind of have to use a lot of product. Like some of the designer brands, you can just put one swoop on it and it's done. I think the reason I actually started going to this is because the brand that I was using before was giving me a lot of breakouts. And that's actually how I ended up getting these last little bit of breakouts, because I started Well, I had some concealer left from that brand and I wanted to use it up. And I was like, why is my face breaking out? Like, my face will break out every now and again, but it's not that bad. And so long story short, I was like, dummy, you didn't use this product again. So I really just discontinued using any of their face products unless it is like a lipstick or a gloss or something like that. So I don't use that. Black Radiant has done really good for me. It does not give me a whole lot of oil. It's super cheap. I'm talking about I could buy 4 or 5 bottles for what I was paying for that designer brand. Y'all, I burnt my forehead too. Y'all see it? Ain't that ugly? Yes, it is. But back to what I was saying. So I just fell in love with this. I forgot who told me about this. Somebody told me about it. And I'm like, this is a cheap brand. I don't want to use this. I want to say I'm using that. Child, please. Work just as good. Okay. So I'm going to put a little bit more on just because, like I said, it is not a full coverage. You can still see a lot of the, like, blemishes and dark spots on my face. So when I say it's not full coverage, that's what I mean by it's not full coverage. If I had used a brand that did have full coverage, you wouldn't be able to see a lot of this stuff. But again, I'm not interested in being flawless. I just want it to be good enough for me to make my little video and get done with this. Okay? So let's go in with some concealer. Again, LA Girl. Down the nose. And I like a lot of concealer. Like, I like that exaggerated look. Some people don't. I do. I don't make this step perfect. Some people be 1, 2, 3, and then 5, 6. I'm not doing all that. I just get it on there. That's the main point of the job, is to get it on there. And then, of course, your beauty blender needs to be somewhat damp so that it can blend out a little bit better. So this one's a little too damp, so it's taking off a lot of my product. And I also like to switch beauty blenders. I don't like to use the same one for my concealer and for my foundation in case I have to go back in for my foundation. Okay, so that's what we're looking like. Looking like a good old clown. If you don't look like a clown, I don't think it's done right. Okay, so I'm gonna come in just so I can get a better look at what I look like. A clown. Okay. I'm gonna put a little bit more on this side because as you can see, it kind of got pushed out. I'm gonna cover up a little bit of that dark spot over there. Again, I'm not one of the people. I don't care. You can see my dark spots. I'm human. I just want it to look like makeup. Like, I want it to look a little bit more polished. Okay. Again, if I wasn't in a hurry, I would go down and contour my nose. So I got a nose on me. It's not super big, but it ain't super small either. So normally, I'll give it a little contour. This is another Black Radiance product. This is not my favorite. The one that I actually fell in love with, they discontinued it. It was by somebody. I can't remember who it was by, but they discontinued it. So I'm stuck with this. And what I tend to do is I put a little bit of baby powder in here just because it's not light enough. Like, you know how banana powder is real light? This is not quite as light. And so it doesn't give me enough pop. So I usually just go in and I put some baby powder in here. So the baby powder has already been added. And I just go through and I bake a little bit because I do like for my stuff too. Again, have a pop to it, have a little glow. Yeah, we make a good time. 10 minutes. And I'm going to do a little bit under my eyebrows just to help that stay in place. Because for some reason, it always tends to be shiny around my eyes. I guess because that's the T-zone. So it's always shiny up here. So I do dab a little bit of powder on there. And we'll just let that sit. Next step is foundation. Y'all, we literally almost done with this. I told you I don't do a whole lot. People be like, what? Who got time for that? Not me. Okay, because I still got to do this wig over here and get her together. So I do put a lot of product on right here. So you can see clearly a lot of product. Okay. And don't worry, because we're going to blend. That's the trick. Okay, blend. Blend. I know in this camera it's showing up like it's real dark, but it's not as dark as it's showing up. That's just because I'm using bathroom lighting. Okay. Again, let's go on top. Make sure you blend all of this together. And all the specs and information about this wig is already in my YouTube. It should be in a prior video. If not, I will happily put it there for you guys to view at your own pleasure. Okay. So that's what we're looking like. I'm going to go in and fix these brows a little bit. Again, because I'm in a hurry, so I'm just slapping product everywhere. Go in. Y'all, I can get hot. Okay. So that's that on that. Let me grab a piece of tissue. So that I can clean my lips out. And then I also do my nose ring. So yeah, I don't like all that residue on my nose ring. So I go through and I clean that off. So yeah, we are all done. Alright, setting lotion, NYX Dewy. Okay. So I'll use either the dewy or the matte finish. Today I'm gonna do dewy. Spray a lot, y'all. Okay. I don't go all the way down my neck. Again, I'm a type 2 diabetic. I'm going to have hyperpigmentation. I'm not interested in having makeup all around my neck. That's not my thing. To each his own. If that's what you like to do, not knocking you, but excuse me, I'm not doing all that. If you have a problem with it, I'm going to check me out. So lashes. Okay. I don't even think that's the pack I'm gonna wear today. I think I'm gonna wear these. These look crazy, but I'm gonna wear them. I wore them last weekend. These look kind of crazy. I don't know why they're short. Like they're really short looking. I don't know why they look short like this, but that's the way they came. I like the flare on them, but I'm just not a big fan of how short they are. So yeah, as you see, the makeup is starting to dry out. So we heading into the green zone. We're almost done. Over half of the way done. And yes, I do reuse my lashes. I don't know about anybody else. I reuse them. All I do is I go in and I pull the glue off of them, honey, and keep it skirting. So that's what we're going to do. Pull the glue off of these. Yes, brows come through on this last minute beat down. Because, honey, it is a race before the clock. Weave glue. I use a weave glue on my lashes. Don't know about nobody else, but that's what I use on my lashes. Okay? Yeah, this is the kicker here. Okay, this is the kicker here. You know how y'all use this comb for your wigs? I use it for my lashes. Just to put a little bit of lash glue on there. Like so, like that, like so, like that. Alright. Blow that breath on it. Blow that breath on it. Blow that breath on it. Make sure y'all get it on the right side too. As you see, the smaller end or the shorter end is where I'm gonna put it inside my eye on the right hand side. So yeah, I need my mirror, y'all. It's not always easy. Okay, so that's what I was telling y'all about these lashes being short. They don't give you like that full eye look, but it still gives you some glam. And since this hair got a lot going on, I thought that this would be a better look. It's just to do like a half lash look. Okay, so that's what we looking like. And I did take my fingers or my hand or whatever you want to call it and went in and just pressed it down a little bit more just because I wanted to make sure it was secure for my video today. Okay, so I'm gonna put this lash on, add some concealer, and y'all, we're gonna be out of here under 20 minutes. That's unheard of. I'm gonna do my hair off camera, but I will be sure to include some pictures for you all. Again, I did not do any eyeshadow or anything like that because again, I'm in a hurry, and I just don't regularly do a whole lot of eyeshadow. I just take my concealer and go down and make it look natural and clean in that area. That's typically what I'll do. If I'm feeling fancy, I will do some eyeshadow, but that's very rare that I'll do that. I see some eyelashes on here. Yuck. And be advised that the weave glue does pull out your natural eyelashes. So if you have a hard time growing those, you might not want to try this method. You might want to stick with the regular lash glue. So be advised on that. Whoa! I pulled that one straight off, y'all. You saw that? Like, yes, sis, we saw it. See, so that's why I like to use my hands sometimes to go in just to reinforce, because sometimes when I go back in with these tweezers, it'll pull it slap off like you just saw. That was not a blooper, people. That was real life. That's what happens sometimes in real life, okay? So we're pretty much done with the makeup. I'm going to go back in. I'm wiping some of this product off of this makeup brush because it just seems like it's a lot on there. So I'm going to go back in and I'm going to blend, okay? So from where we had all of that powder at the top, I want some of these harsh lines to go away. Okay. Bye. body to body. Okay. I don't know why it's looking like a green color on the side. It's not green in real life. I don't know why it's looking like that on this camera. But that's what we get. And so, like I said, I'll be sure to put pictures on here. Because this ain't green at all. It look greenish like in my cheek area. And it's kind of aggravating me a little bit. But whatever. Whatever, though. I don't see my little brush that I'm looking for. And I laid it out. Oh, there we go. Alright, about to be under 20 minutes. Come on, come on. So, I'm doing all black today. So, I'm just going to put a little bit of gold on my nose. Y'all see that? Oh, this came off Amazon. Love, love, love. Cheap, cheap, cheap. I don't know how much it was, but I had a gift card. And so that's what I used. And I'm combining this color right here. And that color, I combine them. And I'm just going down my cheek. Right in my nose. Y'all see that glow? Okay. And I'm going to go in with the same makeup brush I was using earlier. Just to dim it out a little bit. Okay. Alright, that's that. MAC cream sheer on the lips. I'm gonna use a little bit of brown liner. Yeah, this is my signature look. And I do mean my signature look. Like, anytime you see me, 9 times out of 10, this is what I'm wearing. Cream sheer is my favorite. What's this? Just a Superb. Yeah, it's hard to find though. So usually when I buy it, I buy like 4 or 5 tubes of it. And I think Macy's or somebody was having a sale, and I got like 5 of these, and they were dirt cheap. Cause honey, I grew up in a time when MAC never went on sale. So if you got MAC, you was paying full price for it. It never went on sale. This is an Urban Decay nude. I got a little bit too much makeup on my lips. I can feel it. Okay. I'll also link the name of this. It's the Urban Decay lipstick. Right to go. And give it a little definition with this nude. And I didn't even know Urban Decay was like doing it like that with makeup. We all knew about their primer, but that's it. But one of my cousins worked there, because I have 2 cousins who are professional makeup artists. And so if you guys are looking for one, I can refer you to them, because I'm not that. But nonetheless, she told me about that product, and I literally fell in love with that nude. And I have a couple other ones from Urban Decay that I just love. And then I use Dollar Store lip gloss on top. Go ahead and seal that deal. And I think I'm going to add a little bit more gold to my cheeks. Because I want to be a little bit extra today, so I'm going to add some. Again, the lighting is not the best in here, so I look like Chrissy the Clown right now. But I assure you, I won't stay like that, okay? I assure you, it won't be like that for long. Just going back in with my concealer, making sure that bead is laid down. And that's it. Cleaning up any spillage underneath my lips, on top of my lips. And that's it. Now I'm going to do the hair, and I will holler at y'all people later. As you can see, I'm already looking better, because baby, the beginning of this video, y'all saw the real deal. But peace, the Diva of Curve, Texas. Make sure that you subscribe if you don't do nothing else. Share and tell your friends about it. Pink Sofa Sunday coming up.